baby song.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
What do you say? Put your shit on or something? I can't remember what it was.
Put my shit on. Put my
Yeah.
shit on.
Yeah, that was his thing. That little thing now.
Put
Yeah.
that shit on.
That was funny. That was because put that shit on. That's funny as
Yeah,
hell.
that's funny as
Is
hell.
that did Kanye make that song for him? Or that was just
I don't even know.
yeah. I know they buzz them, they best friends now, so
Yeah,
I was trying
nigga
to
with
figure that out.
this nigga got on fucking praise dance tights and shit. This nigga
Stupid.
here, he's stupid, man. I don't know what's wrong with him, man.
He's stupid, bro. Yeah, but anyway,
I'm ready.
we live, bro.
Oh shit, we was already. Oh, we on here, huh? Okay.
Yep.
Damn. I'm glad I
Yep.
ain't talking about none of these hoes out here. But
Oh
anyway,
Lord.
yo, we this is what episode 73, right?
73. Yep.
So we back
I
in
think.
business.
Yeah, 73. 73 and yeah, 73.
73, we back in business. Man, you know that 100 episode right around the corner.
I know, bro. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's gonna be we almost at 100. That's
Almost
crazy.
at 100. It's gonna be here before you know it.
Yeah, we definitely gotta do it big for that 100 episode. We gotta do something.
Yeah, we gotta invite the city out, man. The people that rock with
Yeah,
us.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that last episode though, man, the people was on that YouTube page, wasn't
Yeah, they was. Yeah, that and on Spotify. So
they? Yeah,
yeah, we
Spotify
appreciate
got the
that.
Spotify. I noticed it do be having the numbers, don't it?
Yeah, Spotify. I think people like to listen, you know, in their car and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Working out. So I got friends that
Mm,
listen when they working out. So, you
yeah,
know, whatever y'all listen to, I appreciate it. If you're
that's
listening
what's
right
up.
now, we say at the end of the show, but we'll say it now. Y'all can hit that subscribe button right now.
Hit
Go
that
ahead and
button
hit
right
that button
now.
right now. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
And and not only when you view it, make sure you leave a comment too. You know, just leave whatever you feel like. You know, whatever's on your heart, leave a comment. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
whatever the Lord put on
Yeah.
your heart.
And if you need to know where to go, it's the Some of This, Some of That podcast.
Yep,
It's on YouTube, Spotify. We on Apple Podcasts. You know what I
we on
mean?
airtime.
We're on everything. We're on all these DSPs that these
Yep.
white people have put together. Okay, we own them. All right, we on.
Yeah, we
We
own it.
even you can even find us on Elon Musk's Twitter, but that's not gonna
You
be
stupid,
for
bro.
long because he finna get ready to sell it. So
Yeah, yeah.
but
I guess it ain't
we
making him no money.
nah, but you can find us though. You can find us. We out here. You know, I'm Coach Mo. We got Tease over there. Make sure you follow the Sot Sot Pod on Instagram. We got that page going up. We got the Facebook page. So we out here.
We out here, y'all. We ain't hard to find.
No, we ain't hard to find. Not at all.
Yeah,
Not at all.
yeah. We ain't hard to find.
What you do this week, Tease, or over the weekend?
Well, the weekend was Mother's Day, so we did the Mother's Day thing on Sunday. Hung out with my mom. Shout out to the moms again. I got what? That's something happened too last week, bro. A lot of people shared our reels from last week too. So
Okay.
for the one about safe spaces and the mother one. So
Okay.
that's that was good. But yeah, so far so good. It's running down to the week. So my god baby goes on prom tomorrow. So I'm excited about that.
Damn. Damn.
I know.
Tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow. I'm just not ready.
Wow. You're not ready?
I'm not ready. Yeah. I'm
Oh
not ready.
boy.
And she
Don't
has a
cry.
regular prom. She has a regular prom dress and nothing crazy and
Hmm.
spending $5,000 for a school dance is bananas to me. But
Crazy, ain't it? Crazy.
yeah. I I still don't understand when or why that started. Do you think it was because of that TV show, My Super Sweet 16?
Could have been.
Yeah,
Could have been. Could have been.
yeah. People was saying like after that show that's when people started having like these extravagant Sweet 16s trying to be like, that show, and then from there it just went to crazy proms. Like, well, I guess because when you looking at TV and you watching the housewives and their kids going on proms and all that stuff, and hip hop, then like I guess you feel like your
Hmm.
child should be doing the same thing, but your
Yeah,
child is not. Your child parents aren't loving hip hop, so
when did the proms get to the point where it's like a big ass event, and now you got a DJ, now you got a light show,
no, yeah,
now you got like catered food, now you got
yeah,
liquor everywhere, now you got like it turned into like a whole party.
yeah.
When did it get to that? That's what I want to know.
I have no idea. All of that for a school dance is crazy to me. Cause I'm like, all that money you spend on that, you can buy your child a car, you can put money on their schooling, you know what I'm saying? Cause they're finna go to college. Like it's so wasteful. It's so wasteful. I never understood, like, when people have proms now, they all their family got t-shirts, and it's like, I'm the mama of the prom, like I'm the mama of whatever the girl, like they have
Mhm.
those t-shirts, and I'm just like, prom 2023, and I'm like, why? What are you gonna do with that t-shirt once you're done?
So and not only that, if you spending anywhere between $5,000 to $8,000 on one night and you don't have no health insurance, you a damn fool.
Or life insurance, bro.
I'm sorry, life insurance. You a damn fool. You a damn
Yeah,
fool. If you
yeah.
spending 5 to 8 grand for
Hmm.
one night, and you don't
A
have no
school
life
dance.
insurance for you, you
Yeah,
a damn fool. You a damn fool.
yeah.
And I just gotta
Priorities
say
messed
it.
up. Yeah,
It is messed up.
yeah,
And I get it.
yeah,
I get that's your baby. I understand that's your baby.
yeah,
That's your child. That's your money. That's fine.
yeah,
But if you don't have no life insurance, and you mean to tell me you got enough money to drop 8 grand or 5,000 for one night? Because we just keep it 100. Them dresses that these girls be getting, it ain't $500.
yeah,
We know that for a fact. It's not $500.
yeah,
The shoes is not $100.
yeah.
Getting their hair done is
They
not
be having red
$50.
bottoms. The red bottoms, the bare minimum red bottoms are gonna be $800.
That's what I'm saying, Tease. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's what I'm
They got
talking about.
red bottoms. They be having the expensive cars they renting,
Yes,
the
yes.
Teslas, and the Maybachs. Like, I've seen that. I mean, then
You,
they
yeah,
had I saw somebody had a stage. They walked out the
yep.
car, got on the
It's a whole
stage, and then they
thing.
had
It's a
a
whole
photographer.
thing.
Yes, you
It's
got
a
you got
whole
20
bit.
inches of weave in your hair. So that's
Yep.
another $500 for the weave, and another probably 500 to get it done.
Hey, listen.
They want these
I
special made dresses, and they saw somebody
mhm.
who they follow on YouTube or follow on Instagram, and they gonna charge them $2,000 for a dress. It's crazy. It's so wasteful to me. It really is. It's super
It's
wasteful.
OC. It's real
Yeah.
OC now.
Yeah. It's
But
just
I
it's
mean,
a it's a I feel like it's more for the parents to flash, because I feel like kids don't even care that much. I feel like they want to be nice, nice looking, but I feel like some of that extra stuff be the parents just trying to floss. That's just
it,
me personally.
and not only that, trying to floss, but this little Negro, this little broad, failing in high school.
Right. That part.
Season
That
D's,
part.
failing or
That part.
ain't gonna graduate.
Right.
Ain't gonna graduate with our class. Like
Right.
it,
Yeah.
crazy, man. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. But
Well,
anyway,
I'm a,
how's your week so far, bro?
it was cool. Mother's Day Sunday was cool. We went to church, got something to eat afterwards. It was cool. It was real chill. Like she opened up her gift. It was a cool Sunday. That whole weekend was chill. This week though been kind of, I don't know. I feel like this week been slow. I don't know. Like, I know we had Thursday, but I feel like it took forever to get to Thursday. I don't know
Yeah.
what's that about. And I'm just ready for this good warm weekend we about to have with this weather. It's about
Yeah.
time we had this weather. You know what I'm saying, Tease? Because
Yeah.
I'm
So we can get
I'm
in these
over the
streets, bro.
rain. Yeah, I want to get out of these streets, man. I'm gonna go to these day
Yeah.
parties. These where you can smoke on the patio. I'm gonna go to them type of
Yeah.
parties.
Yeah.
35 and up.
That's my
35, 40 and up.
that's my can day party all day long. Yeah.
Yeah,
Cause the
cause
day party for us, it really starts. You get to a day party, you start in the afternoon. Hell, shit, by 7 or 8 o'clock, we done.
Done. I'm good. I'm good.
We done. We go home and go. Still, you can still got a little. When the summertime comes, still got a little daylight. We good.
Shit.
Get my good sleep in. I'm done. I do not. I have zero desire. I'm just gonna keep it real because this y'all gonna know I'm old. I have zero desire to get ready and come out the house at 10 o'clock. I have that is just not a
Listen,
part of my desire.
listen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. Listen for listeners, and then for like our friends, the family that know both me and you. Listen, y'all. Latisse, if you say you got a party and you tell Latisse to party 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, I'm gonna tell y'all something. It's at y'all own risk. She might not come. She
Yeah.
might not come. It ain't because she don't rock with you. It's not because of that. 9:30, 10 o'clock. Latisse don't like coming out the house at that
No.
time of night, y'all. Okay, listen.
No. No.
If you want Latisse to come to your events, hey
You
y'all,
have to come early.
start that shit in the day. Tell her
Yes.
the day party 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Latisse gonna be there, y'all. And she gonna
I'll be
stay the
there. I
whole
got you.
time. She gonna stay the
I got
whole
you.
time. Trust me.
I got you. I got you. And here's the other thing too, bro. Here's the other thing. Since every year I get older, driving at night is a wrap. My contacts are no longer, the answer. Like I have to bring my glasses now
Yeah,
because it's
yeah.
the nighttime, and even though it's the same prescription, but it's glasses are just different, so I gotta wear it kind of blocks the glare, the lights and stuff like that. So yeah, but
Hey
driving at
Joe.
night, I be struggling.
Hey, hey, hey Joe. Where you live at, it be dark.
Right, right. And I'm gonna tell you, I feel like I moved too far now, bro. Because I'm like, they getting ready. It's a gas station they building down the street. That's not
Hmm.
too far. I'll say about 5 minutes away. But it's you live in the far suburbs when the gas station is down the street is Casey's. Cause you only see those
Ooh,
Casey's
yeah,
like
yeah,
when you
yeah,
go
yeah,
into like Danville and things
yeah.
like that. So
Through them
yeah.
some sundown towns. Yeah, that's where
Yeah,
you see them
yeah,
cases.
yeah. I saw that Casey's. I was like, what? I was like, yeah, I didn't move too
Yeah,
damn far if I got a Casey's down the street.
yeah, too damn far.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Hey, hey, this been an interesting week. Some stuff that's been happening. But let's get into my man. What's his name? Jonathan. What's his name?
Who?
Uh, from what's his name? Jonathan Majors. Jonathan
Oh,
Majors.
okay. Yeah.
So Jonathan Majors, in the words of Martin Lawrence, he done finally came on home, huh?
Supposedly.
He done finally came on. And,
Supposedly.
and for those of you who don't know, there are the dating rumors are that Jonathan Majors and Megan Good are a couple, and
Yeah.
apparently they became close and romantic as she was talking with him and communicating with him when he was going through that issue with the chick that accused him of all the allegations of abuse and everything. So apparently they got close, and then it turned into now they're a couple. So, Tease, what's your thoughts on those two?
Well, so I got we don't know that it's true, right?
Mm-hmm.
But supposedly they've been friends for a long time, and then
Mm-hmm.
like you said, they got close when all this stuff happened. Like she was being a support system for him,
Mm-hmm.
like black women do when black men are down bad. That's
Here we go. Here
I'm
we
just
go.
I'll just go
Here
throw
we
that out
go.
there. Is that's what black women do when whether or not y'all wander off or not, when it all goes down, who's standing there supporting y'all, a black woman.
Black woman.
Um, so but
Wow.
listen, I always we talked about his little case stuff before. It's still allegations. He still hasn't been convicted of anything, and everything that we're hearing and seeing now, it seems like he's probably, it seemed like the prosecutor just trying to do something anyway. But it seems like he'll probably be clear. But I don't, bro, I don't care about celebrity relationships. I really don't. I really don't. Like, I feel like people like, well, it's a bad look because he's accused of abuse, and then he was always dating white girls, and now that he's in trouble, he want to date black women, and so now he want to come back home, and black women are tired of being the safe landing spot. But you know what? I get it. As black women, that is a role sometimes we take. But you know what? I'd rather be the safe landing space. If we not the safe landing space, who gonna be there? you know, I mean,
True.
if we can't have it both ways, you can't get mad about him dating white girls, and then when he dated a black woman, you know, now it's just like, oh, now he gonna date a black woman. Well, I get that sentiment too, but at the same time, I feel like Megan Good is older than him as well, and she's older in the industry as well. So I feel like, she probably could help him mature, or she even as just a friend, you know what I'm saying, can be, a kind of little foundation for him. But if even if he's more than a friend, he's almost 10 years younger than her. So
Hmm.
what 42-year-old woman don't want they back broke in by a 33-year-old,
I didn't know
especially
he was that
a
young. I didn't know he was that young.
33-year-old. Yeah, he's young,
I
especially
didn't
when a
know that.
33-year-old is built like Jonathan Majors. Let's keep it
I don't.
real.
I didn't. I don't look at all that, but I didn't know he
I'm
was
just saying.
33. I did not know he was 33. I didn't know that.
Yo,
Wow.
he's young.
Okay.
He's young. I think what people think he's older because he always playing them Negro spiritual roles.
That's me. That's
he,
what. That's
he,
me. I thought he was
yeah,
older.
yeah, because he played those older roles. So I think, but he's young. Yeah, because I remember
Okay.
him being with him and Michael B. Jordan, because Michael B. Jordan's basically like our age. I think he may be maybe a little bit younger than us, but he's not that far off from us. And I know they was talking about how old each other was, and how Michael B. Jordan is the little big brother, because even though he's older than Jonathan,
Yeah.
Jonathan is bigger than him. So
Yeah.
so I don't care.
Okay.
I feel like if it worked for them, bro, it worked for them. I think he Megan Good is vintage vagina. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh yeah, she getting up
you
there.
know,
She getting up there.
she
Yeah.
vintage vagina. So he
Yeah.
she might do some good for him.
Yeah. She getting up there. Like when men, the age for vintage vagina, according to men, is like that 45 ish and up. But she getting there. So yeah, she right on the cusp. All right, she is
Yeah,
vintage vagina. I just want to
yeah.
do. She still smoke squares though.
I think she do.
You think so?
I think she do. Yeah, I think she probably do.
Listen, man, I saw her. I'll never forget, man. Years ago, back in like the early 2000s. This when I was clubbing, like, like I think I just graduated from college, so I was like 22 ish, whatever. And I was clubbing. We was clubbing hard, going downtown, and there was this club called 212 on the Lake, right on Canal. So one night we down there, we kicking it, whatever. You know what I mean? Being slores, and all of a sudden, I look over. I'm like, big tall ass dude, and then I look. He's standing in front of like this little ass female, but she just looked like she didn't belong. She looked different. So when I got closer, she turned around. I was like, "Oh shit, that's Megan Good." Now this was like 2001, maybe
Who's the
2002.
guy? Who she was dating?
I guess that was her security or bodyguard or something. Because
Okay, okay,
he would just every time she moved somewhere, he would move.
okay.
But
Yeah, it
then
probably was a few. Yeah.
so she had went out like on like the little balcony area or whatever. And when I saw her light up a square, man, I instantly everything I had that I liked about her instantly just I hated her. When she
Yeah.
put that square in her mouth, I was like, I can't believe this shit. Megan Good smoked squares, man. I was
Yeah.
hurt. I was hurt, so
Yeah.
hurt.
She was fucking for a long time.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
was. She was.
Yeah. I remember when she was like younger, and I remember like just seeing her like when it was paparazzi would show her, and she would
Mhm.
always like if she was at a restaurant leaving or something, she would always have a pack of cigarettes in her hand.
Always.
Yeah. Yeah. She
But
been
she
she been
was
smoking
super
for a
young
while.
then, super young back then when I
At least
saw
she
her.
don't look like she don't like her lips done like, she don't have that smoke look about her. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
she don't. She
Her
don't.
voice actually don't sound like somebody that's been so maybe she smokes like casually and not like, maybe she didn't
Her
chain smoke.
her voice don't sound like Miss Jerry.
Right? She don't sound like you gonna eat that tuna.
Good morning
Oh,
to
eat no
you.
damn tuna. Yeah, she don't sound like that.
No, she don't sound like Miss Jerry. Mm-mm.
No, she don't sound
But
like Miss J.
hey, look, if they together, that's cool. You know what I mean? Like, people always got something to say about, like you said, they was like, hey, the only reason why he talking to her now because the white girl accused him of this and that, whatever the case
Yeah,
may be.
and they
It
said
don't.
it's a PR stunt.
I don't care. And
Yeah.
here's my thing. My thing is, um, black people always have a problem with happy black folks, and it's
Mhm.
always an unhappy black person that's unhappy
Mhm.
about black people being happy, and that's just
Mhm.
that's the truth to me, and I don't know why they like that. I don't know
Yeah.
why, but I hope whatever comes out of their relationship is good for them because he seemed like a good dude at heart. I know he going through all this shit. He seemed like a good dude, and he trying to get through this whole PR um, thing that's going on with him in his career right now, and I hope he able to bounce
Mhm.
back. Some guys bounce back, some don't. I hope he do, and maybe Megan Good can help him get through it. Maybe that's what he need right now. And like you say,
Yeah.
he need a sister who understand what a black man is going through in America.
Mhm. And a sister in the industry with
Yep, yep.
connections, you know?
With
And I think
connections,
too,
that's right.
bro, I mean, it's always like that with these younger guys. They gotta realize because the same thing happened to Nate Parker.
Hmm.
And when he was basically he was real hot on the scene, like
Hmm.
Jonathan Majors, and he was popping up everywhere. And then as soon as you get hot, he did that movie, um, Birth of a Nation, and then next thing you know, they wanted to
Yeah,
bring up
yep,
stuff that
yep,
happened in college, stuff
yep.
that he was not convicted of, that he was cleared of, accusations and stuff like that. But he was never convicted of anything. But that took a hit to his career for a minute, But
Tease, tease. I don't care what nobody say. I still say the reason why that shit came out about him is because of that movie about Matt Turner. I don't care what
yeah,
nobody say.
that was
They
the
did
name of the
not
movie,
want
Birth
that
of the
type of movie.
Nation.
They did not
That
want
was
that
the
type of
movie.
movie to come out. They did not want that movie to come out. And I think
Yeah,
that's why that shitstorm started with him because there was no way he had been in other movies prior to that. And
right.
all of a sudden, this movie come out about the story of Nat Turner, about how a black man killed white people, men and
Hmm.
women, killed
Hmm.
men and women. And I don't think they wanted people to go to the movies and see that. And not
Yeah,
because it was fake, not because it was fake, not because it was fake. It was true. This wasn't no fiction. This was a
right,
true story. Again,
right. They don't
you know
want
how
those
Hollywood be.
stories. They don't want the Hollywood stories. They want 12 years a slave. They want Kuta Kinte.
Yeah,
They want the
yeah,
ones where, and it's no disrespect to them because those are real stories too. But they don't want the ones, they don't want it to be known that black people did fight, and that
yeah. They did.
despite what Kanye and them say, we were not there. There were a bunch of slaves that did try to get their freedom. A lot of them
Yes,
died trying to get freedom. They were not,
yes,
they
yes.
went against a lot of the rules and stuff to break free. You know what I'm saying? Some of them successful, some of them wasn't. I mean, because when you think about Harriet Tubman, it was a whole bunch of Harriet Tubmans. You know what I'm saying? That helped along the way to get people over into Canada. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And so it's different. Get them up north. So it's a whole bunch of stories. Those stories will never be magnified because those are empowering to black people. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And they don't want us to feel empowered. They want us to think of ourselves as just slaves that were just under submission and didn't and was comfortable being in there, and we enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? they
Hmm.
want they want that to be
Hmm.
the story. That's not the story. That's why I really feel like there hasn't really been a real big movie yet on the Haitian Revolution. Shout out to
Oh
Haiti.
yeah.
Today is their
Oh
flag day
yeah.
today too.
Oh yeah.
If they for their independence, they don't want to talk about, like, Haiti is just a sad story in itself. The troubles that they have now is it does go all the way back to slavery. but they are independent though. They are not
They
under
are.
anybody else's rule. You know what I'm saying? And so
They are.
they don't want that story. And I think that's why they have the trouble they have now with, you know, trying to be a powerful infrastructure, just being independent and not under like any kind of colonial rule. It's they don't want that. They
Hmm.
think black people are supposed to be are here for their servitude. You know what I'm saying? That we're here to
Facts.
serve them, entertain
Facts.
them, and that's not what it is. That's not what it is.
And like and just like again, like you Nate Parker. What was his name? Nate Parker, right?
Yeah. Mhm.
He's a very very good actor, very good. And all
Awesome
of a sudden,
actor. He's just a
and
good
all of a
Jonathan
sudden,
Renly. I mean Jonathan Majors.
yeah, majors. And all of a sudden now he can't get no work. All of a sudden now, like I mean, come on, man. Like,
Right.
but again, we know the people behind the scenes.
Mhm.
It ain't some fake make believe. It's people behind the scenes who have actual real power when it comes
Yeah.
to this Hollywood shit. And
Yeah.
all it takes is for a phone call, and that's how
Yep.
they get shit done in Hollywood. We know how it works.
Yep. Yep. But yeah, if it's up to them, if they like it, then
Yep.
I'm happy for 'em. Like you
Well,
said,
I want them to work out. I'm gonna be honest with you.
yeah, me too.
I I want them to work
I
out
love
because
it's
I
encouraging for
like
me.
dude.
Me and Megan the same age, so it's just like, man, Megan got her little young tender. I feel like, man, that could be in my future.
I don't know. You and a young tender. I don't know, man. I don't know,
I
T.
could get a mature ish. I mean, the guys our age are barely mature, so let me just be real. So like a 33-year-old, a 34-year-old, it's not gonna be that much different than the guys my age now. That's just the truth.
He gonna have to like sports though, T. I mean,
Yeah,
he
he has
can't
like
be
sports.
he
He has
can't
to
be
have a
young
good
and don't like
job.
sports.
He has to like sports, have to have a good job, not a bunch of kids, have some kind of spirituality about him. Yeah.
Hmm. All
And
right.
some other stuff that I ain't gonna say online, but he can't
Well,
be
you
he
don't
got
have to
has to
say
be
it, T.
healthy.
You don't have to say it. It's dirty
Yeah,
minded people listen to
he
our
just
podcast, so they know
he
what you're
just has
talking about.
he just has to be healthy. That's
He
all I'm
has
gonna
to be
say.
healthy, huh? He has to
It's
be
gotta
healthy,
be
huh?
healthy. Yep.
So that means his urine can't be super yellow, right?
Yes. That part. And you know what? Be quiet, Latice. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah, we pod now. Go ahead. Yeah, we pod now, boy.
Whoa,
Woo!
no, 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 no,
Woo!
no, 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 no. Yeah.
Hey y'all. Peace was out. She's finna go there, y'all. She's finna go there.
Yeah,
She's
I
finna go
almost
there.
told on myself. So I just back that
Yeah.
thing up. Yeah, let me back that up.
Well, look. Ba-
Yeah.
Basically, what Tease is saying, he cannot eat a diet. His diet cannot consist of Harold's or Remus and brown
Every
liquor
day.
every day.
That's part, yeah. Cause
So,
guys, that's gonna same thing for women. If all we do is drink soda and all we do is drink, eat everything that's unhealthy, that comes out of our fluids too. That's
y'all
all.
hear that?
So you can take it how you want to take it. So that the cleanliness of when Erica Badu was talking about like cranberry juice, that's a real
Yeah.
thing. They have
Yeah.
actually have cranberry supplements um for women, but nonetheless, just eat healthy, eat a lot of fruits, and drink a lot of water. More importantly, than you don't have to worry about smelling like you know a pond.
A pond. Oh, okay. A diaper.
Yeah. Yeah, a diaper. We don't want that. So
Hey.
yeah.
Oh shit.
But anyway.
All right. It, um. Hey, I know you watched that Dear Mama doc. What did you like about it? Tell us about it. Came
bro,
on Hulu.
bro, I feel like I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I think that's the best Tupac documentary I've seen.
Okay. All right.
I think it's the best Tupac documentary I've seen. I love how they did it. You know, the I think it was Allen Hughes, the Hughes brothers. Remember
The
that
Hughes
duo from
brothers.
the 90s? Yeah. So only
Mm-hmm.
one of them doing this one. And he was there and he knew Tupac personally. So I think that's what
Yep.
made it really good. And he has, unlike some of the other ones, like he has interviews with a lot of, it's really showing the relationship he had with his mama and how that kind of molded the person that he is.
Okay.
um and it used her voice for a lot of the interview. I mean, a lot of the documentary.
Mm-hmm.
But I knew that Afeni Shakur was, I knew that she was a Black Panther, bro, but I didn't know that she was that girl. Like, I did not realize that, oh, she was a part of the Panther 21 that was on
Yeah.
trial,
Yep.
for
Yep.
murdering
The
I
cop.
forgot what it was. Yeah, yeah. And all other kind of stuff they had tried to pin on them. They had like 20, they
Mm-hmm.
had like a whole bunch of bogus stuff, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't know she was a part of that group, and I didn't know, that she defended herself in court, like she was
Yep.
doing the question and all that stuff. So it was really good, and then it also just made me, angry again about what they did to the Panthers. What the government did to the Panthers is just such a disgrace. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes me upset that the Panthers are no longer here, but we still have the KKK. The most
Yep.
hateful group in this country, but they're still running free. And then, you know, they made the Panthers out to be something that they weren't, trying to say they was
Mm-hmm.
terrorists, and not saying they
Mm-hmm.
all were perfect, you know what I'm saying? But they wasn't doing anything different than no more of these white supremacist group. But
They didn't hang white people. I'm just
they
gonna
didn't
leave it
hang
at
white
that.
people. But I strongly suggest that anybody who, if you love Tupac or if you don't, it's a really, really good documentary. And even though you know what's going to happen at the end, it's still
Mm-hmm.
sad when to recount Tupac die. I just think, as an adult now, bro, since I watched the documentary, I probably listen to Tupac every day. Like, definitely growing up, he was probably my favorite rapper growing up. But
Mm-hmm.
his lyrics now, they just mean more because a lot of that stuff is still prevalent now, bro. Like what he was
Mm-hmm.
talking about, and I like that they just showed, like, Tupac was he in a similar form to Kanye, honestly, in that outspokenness, and how you got the outspoken person and how you got that dual side. Like, you got
Mm-hmm.
Kanye, is who also was raised by, I believe his daddy might have been a Panther or something like that, but he was raised by an educator, and so he's smart and he knows what he's talking about, and he's aware. But then you got that part of Kanye that say slavery was a choice. You know what I'm saying? And he started talking, going crazy on his other rant. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, it's the same person, but it's two different personalities. You know what I'm saying? And
Yes.
I think
Yep.
the same thing for Tupac. He was as smart as he was, as in tune and caring that he
Stupid
was.
motherfucker.
You had that other side of him that was trying to be thugged out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
it was very good. It's very good, and I definitely strongly encourage it.
Yeah, I know you put it in the group chat. You had said that it was real good. You enjoy watching it.
Yeah.
So
Did you watch any of
I
it yet, bro?
well, you know what? I'm glad you asked. Okay, everybody. Here's the ignorant part of some of that podcast. I refuse to watch the Dear Mama doc. For the simple fact is, I'm a diehard Biggie fan.
Oh
Um,
gosh.
I will not watch the Tupac documentary. Um, just because I'm loyal to Biggie, and
That's
there it
a
is.
stupid. That's
There it
stupid.
is. There it
That's
is.
dumb. That's super dumb.
Hey man, hey, we all got to draw the line somewhere in life. So
That's super dumb. But
this is why I stop at.
Biggie and Tupac were friends, and Biggie is in the doc too. So why would you even, you know to
Hey,
not, that's a dumb reason to not watch,
hey,
um a very good documentary. The
those are
dumb
my
reason.
reasons. Those are my reasons, and
You should be
when
ashamed. You should be
I'm
ashamed.
not, I'm not gonna deviate from my stance on how I feel about. I'm not watching the doc. I'm just gonna take everyone's word for it, and there you
That's
go.
a shame. That's a
There you
shame.
go. There you
That's a
go.
that is a terrible. It's a
Hey, hey,
terrible. That's
hey.
terrible. What does him and Big have to do with you? So you don't know none of Tupac music. You don't like none of his music.
I never said I didn't like any of his music. However, just not gonna be watching no documentaries on Tupac
Oh
Shakur,
God.
aka background dancer for uh, what's the name of that group?
Who?
What's it?
Digital
Digital
Underground.
Underground. Yeah.
He was a
So
rapper, not a background dancer.
he wasn't a background dancer.
He started off like as they kind of assistant or whatever, but
Oh, okay.
he
All right.
quickly became bigger than them. So
He did.
next.
He did. He became big enough, but I'm cool. I'm cool on that.
I mean, I like Biggie, but I would I definitely am more of a Tupac fan than Biggie. And I love Biggie Smalls, but he's no Tupac. So
Hey,
he's no Tupac.
Tup- Tupac is one of the greatest rappers of all time, but he ain't no Biggie.
Yeah, I think he's better than Biggie.
That's your opinion. That's
This is what I
fine.
think. Yeah,
That's
I
your
do. I think
opinion.
he's better than. I think they both were great, and I really I'm sad that they died so young because I really I honestly I even though we they left us some good music, I just think that they had a lot more. Man, they had a lot more to give. I don't think anybody could touch those two. And I would have loved to see them reconcile publicly. You know, I would have loved to see that publicly, but I think if Tupac and Biggie would have been live, like not that Jay wouldn't have still been good. He would have still been solid, but he wouldn't have like right now he's revered as like the greatest kind of to a lot of people, but I don't think had those two lived, I don't think they would people would say that. But that's my opinion.
You gotta let that pause go through because I don't understand. I just don't understand how people can just come up with that and just say that out their mouth like they do so casually. As I mean, my God, man,
What?
wow.
What? What
I mean,
you think that you would if Biggie and Pac if Biggie let's just forget Pac for a moment because we talking about let's say we're gonna stick to Biggie and Hov since those your two faves. You don't think that you think that Jay-Z would have still be he would still be where he's at if Biggie was still alive?
I believe he would because Jay Z can rap. It'd be different if he couldn't
Yeah.
rap. He can rap,
Okay.
and
Mm-hmm.
I think him and Biggie if would be probably if not on the same level because they would have been like the OGs of the game right now, like they are right now. And I think they both would have been great. Like I never looked at them like one is bigger than the other. But people say that because I just think it's a lot of people that just don't like Jay Z because of where he at now. So when they
I
say, well, if Biggie was still here, Jay Z wouldn't be how he is. I don't understand how you could just say that.
No, I don't I think he would still be good, but I'm saying like people say he's the greatest because he has, I don't think he's the greatest rapper, but he can definitely rap. Like I don't think he's better than Nas. But that's just my personal opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think he's a better rapper than Nas. But I don't hate Jay. I've there was a period of time in my early 20s that's all I listened to was Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? So but I still listen to Jay-Z, but I just don't think that he's the greatest, but that's just me. But I don't hate him. I think he's one. I think he's probably in the top five. Because I one thing I like about Jay Z, I'll say this about Jay Z. Same thing with like Nas. I think that it's only a few people I can't even say that because you got Snoop Dogg too. Snoop can still rap. Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hell, Busta Rhymes can still rap. You know what I'm saying? Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I was getting ready to say that I think those two still rap at a high level, but there are still others in that generation that can still rap too. It's just this in today's day, everybody want to hear that young people stuff, and you know
That young people
that's
stuff.
all that is. But no,
Hey,
I was
you
gonna say I
sound you
think
sound
that
like you 65 years old. That
I
young people
am
stuff.
because I know that Jay Z and to me Jay Z and Nas can definitely still shit on these little young boys if they wanted to. I mean they pop up with their songs when they want to. You know what I'm saying? They still rap better than to me 99% of the rappers now.
They
So
do. They do. It's a
that's
lot
just
of
my
them. You're right.
personal. Yeah, they still are way better than
You ain't
most of them.
lying.
So,
You was not lying. They
yeah,
can
go
still
ahead
out
and
rap
watch
a
it,
lot of
bro.
people.
Get out your bias and go ahead and watch it.
Maybe. We'll see. We'll see, man. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe if I ain't got nothing to do.
Oh
If
gosh,
I'm
go
bored.
ahead and
If
watch
I'm
it.
bored,
It's gonna be good. You're gonna like it.
I'm gonna like it.
Yeah, you're gonna like it, bro.
I will. I probably will watch it. I just can't. It's just hard for me to watch dude when he was young, then turn into this little super uh full of rage ass rapper. But yeah, I'll probably watch it. I'll probably watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got I
But
got thoughts on
I
two.
can't. I don't want to tell you everything because I think as you watch it, you can see what kind of that rage that he did have and he talked about. You know where it come from. You understand it better. You definitely understand it
Mm-hmm.
better when you hear his family and you hear his friends that's close to him, and then just learning, bro. I'm gonna say one thing that I found out that I didn't know before. Like I knew that the person that his last name, like Shakur, that wasn't his real dad. Um, his mother was married to somebody by the name, but he didn't know. You know when he found out who his real dad was?
When?
He got shot in New York the first time
Oh, for real?
because his dad was there. His dad lived in New York.
Mm.
And I think I can't remember if his mama called him or he heard about it, but when you see his dad, he looked like an old Tupac.
Really?
Yep. And so Tupac
Is it
didn't.
is it
You
true he
gotta
got
just.
a sister?
He got a sister. Yeah,
So he do got a sister. Okay.
she
All
got.
right. Because
Yep.
I've been
She
wanting to know
and
that. I've been wanting to know
she
that.
he got a sister, and she was she. That's the thing. His family was around him more than we thought. Like they were his sister and one of his and a couple of his cousins were always with him. When he moved to different states, he had like a house they all stayed in.
Oh, okay. See, I
Yeah,
didn't.
so he,
Okay,
he
I
was
didn't know
tight.
all
He was
that.
tight with
Okay.
his sister, and some of his cousins. They're talking in there, so that's why it's like it's good to see his family. One of his close aunties, his mother's sister. Um,
Hmm.
she's doing a lot of the talking, so it's good.
I'm gonna have to check that out there now because it's some history in there now that you
Yeah, that's why I say I
said
didn't
that.
know. I didn't know. Like that's when he found out who his dad was, and when he was shot up, and he couldn't believe that he was looking. That was the first time he was like he saw another man that looked like him.
Mm.
That because he never knew his dad. Afeni was a strong one, but she got
They say
around,
she
bro.
didn't play. They say she didn't play either.
She ain't play, but she had some fun too.
She was a little. She was a little friendly.
Yeah, she had some fun. Yeah, let's just say
Oh
that.
God.
Afeni had some
A
fun.
Finny.
Yeah, Afeni had some
She
fun.
passed away too, didn't she?
Yeah,
A year ago, right? Yeah, that's what I
yeah.
thought.
A few years ago. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
I'm gonna check it out though. I'm gonna check out the Hulu doc. I'm gonna check.
yeah.
I'm probably gonna watch it with my Biggie Small shirt on or some shit. But
That's
I'm
all
gonna
right.
check it
Whatever you got
out.
to do. Whatever you got to
Yeah,
do. We love
I'll
we love
probably check it
Biggie
out.
and Tupac.
Yeah, we do. We do. They one of the hip hop legends. So yeah, we love them
They're definitely the
for sure.
icons. They're definitely
Yeah,
tight.
definitely, no doubt,
Yeah,
no doubt.
yeah.
He just not in my top five, but that's okay.
Tupac not your top five?
Nah,
Who your
but
top
not my
five,
top
bro?
five.
We gotta take a pause before we move real quick. Before we go to the next
It's
topic, who your
simple.
top
Jay-Z,
5? Mm-hmm.
Nas,
Mm-hmm.
Biggie,
Mm-hmm.
Ice Cube,
Okay.
Scarface.
Okay. I'm not mad at that.
That's my top five.
I'm not mad at that.
Tupac number six or seven,
Okay.
depends on the day of the week.
Okay. I'm not I think you and a couple more of your friends got close to the same list.
That's because not to go deep dive, but if we really, really want to keep it real, it's better rappers than Tupac. But we don't have to do a deep
Yeah.
dive on it. We can do that one day. But
Yeah.
again, he is a top 10 rapper of all time. But
I think I think with Tupac, what made him great is just is his songs and his lyrics because he's a poet. Before the end of the day, I think if we talk about rapping style, I don't think he has the best rapping style, but I think his rapping, his lyrics were
mhm.
better than a lot of people. I think that's what made him great. Like you can argue and say as a rapping style, yes, I could say I wouldn't debate and say probably Biggie may have a better rapping style, like a better flow. You know what I'm saying? Better flow than
I'm
Tupac.
with you. I'm with you on that. I'm
You know
with
what I'm
you. I
saying?
like
But
yeah. I'm
I
with
would,
you.
as far as what they're talking about, I I would say to me the way Tupac told his raps are always like real vivid stories. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
I think that's why he's put up so high because the shit he was saying more so probably than his quote unquote style, you know?
I know this. I probably like Tupac more before he got the death row.
Before that's death row. Yeah.
That's when
Yeah.
I really like Tupac. When the
Yeah.
Tupac would I'm violent, strictly for
Yeah.
my niggas. That
Yeah.
Tupac. That's probably when I
Yeah.
really, really like Tupac.
Yeah. I think Tupac liked himself better before he got to death row. Bro, that's why I'm saying you watch the documentary. That death row situation, bro, it was almost desperation. He
Yeah.
had exhausted all his funds for that bogus case that he had. And they talk about that, and you're gonna learn some stuff about that too. He had exhausted, he was broke. He had exhausted all his funds, and it was kind of like Suge can't play today. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So he was kind of like
Mhm.
he was indebted to him, but the environment necessarily that wasn't typical something that Tupac would have, you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're
You know what I'm
saying.
saying?
That's what I'm
And
saying.
I think
Yeah.
he just got in too deep, and I think that he wanted to get his obligation out and get out. You know what I'm saying? And I think
Mhm.
he loved Suge for Suge getting him out of jail. You know what I'm saying?
He did,
And
and he loyal. He was loyal.
he
He was
loyal,
loyal.
right? So I think he was loyal to him for that reason. But as far as the environment, and stuff like that, I think Tupac he really wanted to shit. He wanted to build schools and stuff like that. Like that's really
Yeah.
that kind of stuff that was really near and dear to his heart. Like he had put the blueprint out to do a lot of that stuff. That's why his mother took over his foundation because he really wanted to get he really wanted to use his money to do that stuff. And I think,
Okay.
he just got sidetracked with that West Coast stuff but
That beef.
he it's like he damn near he had to because of, you know, when
He
nobody
had
else
to
trying to get
jump
him
in
out of
it.
jail.
He had to jump in it because when he, like
Yeah.
you said, he felt like he owed Suge, so he had to jump in it. I get
Yeah.
it. I
Yeah.
understand. I just wish, again, like I said, not saying I didn't like his All Eyes on Me. Like I love the album.
Yeah.
But to me, the album before that I think was better than All Eyes on Me. Uh,
Yeah.
the
Was it
one
Me
with
Against the World?
Biggest.
Yeah.
I will literally play that album all day long, all the way through.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Tupac album. That is strictly
Yeah.
for my niggas.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm I don't I won't fight you on that.
But I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna watch the doc though. I'm gonna check it out because I want to see like
Yeah,
what
check it out.
I'm a I'm a documentary head anyway. So if there's a
Yeah, me too.
documentary, I love docs. So I'm gonna watch. I watch a doc on anything.
Yeah. It's definitely worth the watch. So
Yeah,
y'all check it out.
I'm gonna watch it. So, oh, let's talk about Elon Musk. He said that
He's
he
so
said that
goofy.
he did an interview. Now, I actually thought this was hilarious. I laughed at it because I've been working from home for almost 6 years, so I think it's
Hmm.
funny. So Elon Musk says people that work from home is wrong, and they really have a moral issue, and that we're asking we don't ask construction workers to work from home. We don't ask. I think he gave like a few examples, and he was like, working from home is just wrong, and it's in America, and it's morally wrong, and this is a moral issue.
He can't
So
talk about anything with morals.
so I first of all, I laugh like a motherfucker. I really wanted to comment on that video, like he mad, a billionaire is mad because somebody working from home.
Right,
Well, how about this? You a billionaire and people are homeless. Is that a moral
right,
issue? You a billionaire and people don't have nothing to eat every day. Is that a moral issue? You
right,
a billionaire and Flint, Michigan still doesn't have clean water. Is that a moral issue?
right.
So the fact that he bringing all that up about people working from home, bro, I don't know how the fuck a construction worker can work from home.
He
That's the
can't.
job. He
It's
can't.
the dumbest
That's
thing.
the
It's a dumb statement. Like he's trying to draw the connection. Like he's saying, how are you going to ask your workers to work and then you work from home? Well, that's their job. But if you, as a billionaire company owner, if you should go in your office sometimes to your face because it's your business.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So you should go
mm-hmm.
in and look at your workers. Those of us who are not billionaires and who don't have these jobs, we work from home. It's a it is a leisure, but it's not necessary. If I had a job, bro, as a construction worker, I have to go to work in construction.
Yes, yes.
That's their job. If I don't want to
In
work,
cold weather, hot weather, you have to go.
and they get paid a whole bunch of money to do it too. More
Yes,
money than I get paid for sure.
exactly.
So I mean, but if I wanted to, but if I don't want to work construction, then I can learn another job. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm,
To that would
mm-hmm.
allow me the privilege to work from home. So I don't know. It's a dumb thing to say. I mean, I think black people. I can speak for a lot of black people who work from home. I don't work from home every day, but it's I have some really nice co-workers, um, you know, but it's hard to explain. Black people in corporate America, you always got like a little. It's something on us, bro. Like a halo over your head that's or a cloud over your head that's kind of like you're black. So you're
True.
always conscious of being black because there aren't a lot of corporate businesses where the majority is black in the office. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Yep,
times we go
yep.
to the office, for me, for sure, if you see another black person, you surprised. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, like, like you excited. And so you always amongst others, and then you don't always feel like you can be your authentic self. That's why we wear our hair a certain way. We like to keep our braids and our locks, and
Mm-hmm.
because that's just who we are. So that's you don't want to feel like I have to go straighten my hair to be in the office and make everybody comfortable. But then also too, I don't want to go in the office and in my hair is like is a science project, and everybody asking me,
Oh, your
you know,
hair.
oh my gosh,
Can
how
I
long did
touch
it
it?
take? Yeah, can I see your braids? And oh my gosh, like it's 2023. Y'all didn't seen braids before at this point. Like, okay, it's what why are we still shocked by braids? You know what I'm saying? So, being at home, you ain't gotta deal with that.
Yeah, at all. Not do it at
You ain't gotta
all.
deal with that. It's just cool. It's like I said, I've been lucky in my jobs. I haven't really had too many crazy coworkers. You know what I'm saying? Most people that I work with directly have been cool people.
They've been
But
cool.
yeah, it's been cool. But it also too, bro, it's different being I'm still not in an environment that's, mostly me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
different. It's different.
That's
So
corporate
he can
America for you.
it's corporate. So Elon Musk can shut up.
Yeah, he sound dumb. And then
He
and for
sound
me,
dumb.
again, for me, like I he he talking like a billionaire. Like he just saying dumb shit. Like dude, just go home and figure out some more fucking cars you're gonna make and and leave Twitter alone and you know what I mean? Like
Yes.
you sound stupid. Talking about
Go
working
out
home
with
is
your
a
best
mortgage.
friend Trump and leave
Yeah,
us alone. Because this is
whatever,
how come
man.
some of these companies like that, bro, are trying to. They got this initiative now to bring people back in the office for what? We like it at home.
Yeah.
We like it at home.
My
It's
company don't
because
want anybody to work. My company does not want anybody to come back into the office.
a lot of companies don't, because a smart company it saves money first of all,
They know that.
but a lot of these companies, they got these long, either they got a long lease with these
Hmm.
buildings, or they own the building and they feel like, what if the building is empty, what we doing with the building? Well, sell it. I'm gonna tell you,
My
don't make
company,
me come and sit there just because y'all bought the building and you want us in here. Sell it.
my
I mean,
my company literally rents their building to other companies for office
yeah,
space. That's why they're
yeah,
glad. That's why they don't have us in there anymore.
yeah.
They got to
It's
pay for that building.
necessary. Especially, bro, if the work is still getting done and we're still making money, what are we talking about? Like, that's the what I hate about corporate America, is we have
Yep.
these dumb rules. It's like, I'm glad I've never had a boss that like micromanage. As long as the work is done, I had managers that really don't care. Like, if it took you 3 hours to work and they don't care, you got paid for 8, but you done, everything is good, the clients are happy,
Hmm.
they don't care. They don't care. You know what I'm
The
saying?
most
Because that's less
important
work
part.
for them to have to deal with. So
The most important part you said. As long as the clients are happy.
yeah, if the client's happy, bro, and we making money, you know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? Then they
Yeah.
don't, they
Hey,
don't care. That's
Elon
why I said, if
Musk.
I ever got a job or I ever had a business where I had workers, and I the corporate model, I just wouldn't. It would never work for me.
Hmm.
Corporate, the corporate model. It's always the money first mentality. So
Always,
they
always.
it's how you treat people is just based upon money. So I don't like that. I want to make money, but I also want to be considerate of people as well. You know what I'm saying? So
Elon Musk, just shut the fuck up.
just shut up.
That,
Yeah.
yeah, just shut up. Just shut up, Elon
Yeah.
Musk.
We
Like,
don't care.
and pay your people.
We don't want to go back in the office.
Yeah, just pay your people, Elon Musk. Keep the checks coming and pay your
Yeah.
people.
And fix those Teslas so they can stop crashing. Worry
That
about
too.
that.
Yeah, worry about that. That too.
Yeah.
And again, leave
Not a
Twitter
business
alone.
pays you.
Leave Twitter alone, especially
Yeah.
Black Twitter. Leave it alone.
Yeah, I told you, bro. We need to bring Black Planet back. Whoever made it needs to bring it back. Probably was a white person, low key, but
probably.
we need our Black tech kids to develop. They want to do something. Get another Black Planet out there. We need that back.
I'm telling you, if whoever buy Twitter and if they mess with Twitter on the one thing, I'm probably gonna get off Twitter. For
Yeah,
those of you that know, you already know what I'm talking about.
I already know what you're talking about.
Leave leave Twitter alone. Okay, leave it
Yeah.
alone.
Well, that's what
Some
it
of
used to be. Tumblr, bro.
I know, but
They
now
messed up Tumblr, so now it's on Twitter.
Twitter's got some of the best content ever, ever. Now you gotta
I'm
filter
not.
out. You gotta filter out the other weirdo shit. You know what I'm saying? You gotta filter
Yeah,
that out. But they got
because
some of the
I've seen
best
some
content
weird
ever.
stuff. I've seen
Yeah,
some weird
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
They
You
do got
do.
some good content. If y'all want to know what content we talking about, y'all can hit us in the DM. Hit us in the DM and we'll let
Hit us
y'all
in the
know what
DM. We'll
content.
let you know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to talk about. Remember, when I text you, I said, "Look, we got a pod tonight or to Thursday night," because I said I got to get my shit off about a few things. Number one, let's talk about this Jamie Foxx thing. Okay, now we all know that he has been in the hospital. He got real sick. Some say it was a stroke. Some say it's an aneurysm. We don't know, but he was in the hospital for some weeks. There was so much speculation about was he gonna make it. Apparently, his family was telling people that Say your prayers now, prepare for the worst. It was always something with Jamie Foxx. All right. A lot of people had opinions about it. Whatever. Now this last week, his daughter came out, made a statement, said her father's been at home for weeks now. He's doing much better. Blah blah blah. Then people turned around and said, "Oh, we think she's lying.
Mhm.
We think Jamie Foxx is really more sick than what they're letting on." Blah blah blah. Somebody even made a video saying that he's probably really dead. They just don't want to say it. It's been a whole bunch of stuff.
Mhm. Yeah.
Here's my thing. Here's what pisses me off about black people, because I truly believe white people don't do this. I'm willing to bet everything in my fucking savings account. I don't believe white people do this. Black people will literally get on social media and literally tell somebody that they're lying about their own family member.
Yeah, they do.
They will literally say that, and then they will literally get in a back and forth with other people on social media that they do not even know and tell
Yeah.
them they're lying because of this. This is why I think this. My thing is this: why would this young girl, this lady, get on social media and lie to the world about her daddy's well-being? That's
Right.
just me. That's just me. Like, her father, I'm sure she loves her father. Why would she lie
Right.
to the world when you really do have people who really want to know what's going on with Jamie Foxx? People
Right.
who are not close to the family that want to know how he's doing. Why would she lie?
Right.
All because black folks always say, well, the math ain't mathing. Fuck your math. This has nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
Like, what you should be doing, whatever the case may be, is I hope he makes it out okay because I don't want Jamie
Mhm.
Foxx to die. That's
Right.
what that's what
That's
should
it.
be
That's
said.
all.
Instead of sitting here trying to discredit somebody in the family, somebody close to the family, this website, this and that, just say I hope he does well and I hope he
Right.
makes it. Like literally, like TMZ reported that now he's in Chicago and doing his rehab. And Chicago is known for having some really good rehab places
Mhm.
in Chicago. So I can understand why they moved him there for that, which is why I do think maybe it was a stroke. Because we
Right.
all know when you do have strokes, there's intensive rehab you have to have.
Right.
But people literally saying, "Well, I thought he was playing tennis or pickleball." Like,
Yeah.
who gives a fuck? Like,
Right.
who cares? Like, y'all really gonna call these people liars because you don't believe them and because you just have your theory? The man really almost lost his life, and this is what we
Right.
care about.
Right.
Like, it was just sickening. I ain't gonna say sickening. It's just like, damn,
Irritating.
we our culture, we the only ones that do that. We're the only ones that do that. The only ones that
Yeah.
do that. The
Yeah.
Shade Room, Jasmine Brand, all them, all them blogs. We the only one to get in comments and really like have these theories of what we think happened to people.
Yep.
That's it. I had to get that off my chest, man. That's one. That's
Yeah.
number one.
Yeah. I agree with you, bro. I do think like people were I don't know. I think people it's a weird thing, bro. I think the internet makes people entitled and they feel like that they can say who Megan Good can date because they think it's a good look. Everybody's just these professionals, right? And
Mm-hmm.
everybody can have this conspiracy theory about Jamie Foxx, and it was he was doing a movie, and and I Gwyneth Paltrow or something like it's she poisoned him, and then he
Yeah,
got into a
payback.
fight with Woody, and it's a whole
Mm-hmm.
bunch of weird stuff. Like I think that he really had a stroke. I
Yes.
think that people, if you know anybody who had strokes, which I know several people who've had strokes,
Yes.
it's a
Yes.
hard thing to come back from. Some people have mild strokes, and some strokes leave people disabled. So
Yes.
it's not a thing. And I think Jamie Foxx, I think the only thing I think his family probably kept a low profile about what he's at, and they didn't even say that he came to Chicago, probably for the reason that if he got deals on the table and stuff like that, like they don't want people to start backing out and because they think, oh, he's sick, he's not gonna recover. I think they want him to, be at his best before he goes back out. And
Hmm.
Jamie Foxx is older, so he can't just bounce back from a stroke
Right.
like that. You know what I'm saying? And so I think that they're trying to be proactive in getting him the best help that he can so that he can somehow, you know, we'll be able to come back and be back on top. Like, but it's a hard thing. People just need to mind their business and let them deal with his health because it's serious. I mean, just because you want to know, what happened, it don't matter. Like this is strokes are very deadly.
They
So
are.
just because you got a conspiracy and you feel like you need to know because you're a fan, well, you're not old that you're not
None of
old
us
anyway.
are. None of
So
us are.
when he want to talk, he will.
Yeah. Or if the family want to
How do
make
you
a
even know
statement,
he
they
can still
will.
talk? How do you know he can still? I've known people that when they had a stroke, they couldn't talk for a minute, bro. They had to relearn how
Yep.
to talk. Some
Yep.
people's face is distorted, so they have to go through therapy to get their muscles and stuff back,
When
to normal. People don't
yeah, they got to
understand
go
like
through. Yes, it's
it
serious.
ain't it
Physical
ain't
therapy.
it's rough. Yeah.
It is. It's got physical therapy. You got to go through speech therapy. You got to go through
Yeah.
occupational therapy. It's a real long road to recovery, depending on
Yeah.
how severe the stroke was. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And which we don't know. We
Yeah.
don't know how severe it was. All we
Yeah.
know is that he was severely ill, and they said it was very very life threatening. That's all we
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. And
But
just leave it at that.
people feel like, well, because they owe it to us that we need to figure out what's going on. No, we
They
don't. We
don't.
don't. We
No,
don't.
totally don't. They definitely don't.
We
They
don't know.
definitely, they definitely don't owe us that. So yeah,
And they
yeah.
don't. And again, like if a family gets out and makes a statement and say, Can you respect our privacy at this time?" Like for them, that's
Respect
the
it.
statement. Respect it, but people don't.
Yeah,
People want detailed information. How many hours was he unconscious? When
right.
did he wake up? When did he actually die? Did they revive him? Like it's a whole bunch of shit. My thing is this:
Yeah,
if he's still here, it's better than being dead. End of story.
right. Yep, yep. And I just
You know what I'm
just pray
saying?
for him. If you concerned, pray for him and stop
Yeah,
making up stuff. How about that?
that's what I'm saying. Like again, Jamie Foxx is one of the most successful entertainers that we've ever
Most
had.
talented.
Most
Yeah,
talented, and
yeah,
he is a person like he's popular. He's got a
yeah,
lot of friends in the industry, so he does have a lot of fans. But
yeah,
man, he going through something right now. His family going through something right now. They got to respect that shit. That's
yeah,
all.
yeah. Respect that man privacy. I
Respect that
hope
man
he's
privacy, man.
hope he gets well soon.
Me too. I do too. And
Yeah.
y'all just stop acting like Negroes, y'all. For real. Like
And
like
making up stuff.
we do the most goofy shit, man. Like we don't
Yeah.
have to do that sometimes.
No, we
For
don't.
real.
We definitely don't.
Getting into it on social media with people you don't even know just because you think you right about your like about somebody else's health. Like that is so
Right.
like is the internet is this really what the internet is? Like for real, man.
Yeah,
Damn.
it is. Yeah, it is.
So it's a
Yeah,
weird place, man. Weird place.
yeah.
Hey, yo, now we gotta let's talk about your question before we get into the last topic. Because the last topic I'm going off. But um should non-married exes be entitled to support once the relationship is over? Now, tease.
You tell
Yeah.
you tell me,
Now,
bro, because this
now, wait, wait,
this
wait,
is
wait,
this
wait,
is for me and mostly.
wait. You got to give the audience an example.
Okay, so one example is I can't think of the MMA fighter,
Hmm.
but he's currently going through a situation where his girlfriend broke up. It's his girlfriend, and
Hmm.
I think she's suing because she wants half of his earnings because she said they were together for a long time, and so she's entitled to half of his earnings, and so that's what they're dealing with. You got Tiger Woods' girlfriend who is suing him because she's mad that she got put out and she felt like she was tricked into moving out, and she feels like she's owed, support and stuff because she used to live with him, and somehow whatever she came back to, I think they just the stuff was the maybe the locks were changed or something like that. And so
Okay.
she's been trying to get to court, like she signed the NDA, but she's been trying to get that lifted because she thirsty to tell her story, I guess. But
Mm-hmm.
um, but again, that's just his girlfriend. He was not married to her. And so, it's been a conversation about whether or not women who are in long-term relationships, um, if they're entitled to, the man's earnings. Or I guess you could say a flip side too, if it was a woman who was the breadwinner and she broke up with the man, is that significant other that's not the millionaire, are they entitled to um anything because they broke up?
First of
So what's
all,
up?
first of all, I don't think you're entitled to anything if you're
Mm-hmm.
not married. If you're not married, let's just get that out there. Entitled, no. Should you get something? Could you be eligible for something? That depends on that person. Because at the end of the day, when you get married, you do get married under the law of the state you live in. There is a thing that I know there is a thing called common law. But
Mm-hmm.
again, if you want to go to court to try to fight that and and to be entitled to something, I think what usually happens in these situations, that person usually ends up just settling because I don't think any judge is going to rule and say, yes, she deserves this because of this. If they're not married, I don't see a judge actually siding with that.
Right.
Now, what I do see is that person again out of court, they do a settlement. In court, they do some type of settlement. With the Tiger
And that
Woods thing,
settlement is just probably that person trying to get rid of it. Like,
that's all. That's all. The
yeah.
Tiger Woods, like Tiger Woods is probably gonna write her a check so her goofy ass can go away. But
Yeah.
for her to try to prove what she's trying to prove, I, good luck, ho. I don't think it's gonna happen. Good luck.
Right. Here's the thing. Tiger Woods was who he was before he met you. So it's not like you would shoot with him in the gym, as they say. You weren't shooting with him in the gym. So, you know, you don't get why you think he should get his earnings is beyond me, right? Same thing with the other lady. Dude was who he was before he met you. So you've met an established dude, whether or not you was there for him or been with him in a relationship, um, you know, for a long extended period of time. See,
Mm-hmm.
that goes when I'll be talking about marriage is a piece of paper. And people love to say that it's just a piece of paper and I don't want the laws getting into my relationship. That's fine. But you going to also, when stuff like this happen, there are no laws to protect girlfriends.
Facts. Facts.
There aren't any. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, if unless when you have that type of mindset, you better damn well be comfortable on your own and not
Amen.
dependent on nobody else, right?
Amen.
So you can't
Amen.
be talking about marriage is a piece of paper and then you don't need it and then you're dependent on this man, and then when he done with you, you looking up and thinking he gonna give you something. He
Yep.
by law he's not entitled to give you anything.
Not a
You know what I'm
thing.
saying? And
He
so
don't
if
owe
you're
you
gonna have
nothing.
that, if you're gonna roll with him on marriage on a piece of paper, then you better be get a piece of paper and look for another job, because you're not the only paper you're gonna be getting is from your job. Because by law you're not owed anything. So
Nope.
there are, people can say, well, that's not fair, but it's a lot of stuff is not fair. There are a bunch
No.
of laws that are not fair. Tax laws are not fair, right?
They
But
shitty.
we have to abide by them because we live in this
Mm-hmm.
country. You can move
Mm-hmm.
somewhere else and see if they have girlfriend laws, but most countries don't. So
They don't.
there is
Most they don't.
there is the most countries recognize the institute of marriage, and they recognize it because it's an actual commitment people put on paper that basically you are a shared entity. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So unless you have prenups and things of that nature, then those laws are to protect couples, both male and women. That's why there
And
are men that still get spousal support. Like Kelly Clarkson husband, he gets child support and spousal support because she was married for him for a long time. They have joint custody of the kids, but she's the
hmm
millionaire. He ain't.
that's why
So she got to pay more.
Mary J had to pay dude. That's why
Yeah.
Halle Berry had to pay dude.
Yes. So it's both ways, you know what I'm saying? So it's that's what it is. And depending on what state you get married in, that's changed. So I don't think she's entitled to anything. I don't think either one of them. I think Tiger Woods should stop dating poor ladies because he seems to have a type of like,
Tiger
you
Woods.
know,
Hey, you
he's
should
got
name
a
that the title of this episode.
bro, like he
Oh
got a type,
God.
bro. He got a type like of
Tiger
women
Woods
that
should
just,
stop dating poor women.
yeah, he should. He definitely
Oh
should
my
stop dating
God.
poor women. Like it's something like he's not good with his picking.
Jeez,
So
that's funny as hell, Jeez. Oh my God. Jeez, that
because
is so fucking funny,
no,
man.
because like I mean, I feel like if he was dating the women that had money and dating women that had some kind of, that just was on their own and just not want to be up under him 24/7, like I feel like
Yeah.
he wouldn't have this problem.
Yeah. No,
Because
you right.
if
No, I
you're
agree
dating
with you.
someone that's somewhat, you know, um, somewhat equally to me, it's different when you make some when you married to somebody coming up like Savannah and,
Yeah.
and LeBron,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
they came up together, and so she made a decision to be a stay-at-home mom and all that stuff and to support her husband. That's they grew up as kids into adults together. I'm
Right.
saying
Right.
someone who's like Tiger Woods, who's been divorced, who has kids, you probably need to meet a different kind of caliber woman at this point, right? Like you can't be meeting no woman that's just like selling Avon. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not, no offense to people that selling Avon, but you know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
you probably want to
Mm-hmm.
date somebody that's got some real money, you know, they not gonna make what you make, but somebody that's on their own. So where
Yeah.
if y'all
Yeah.
break up, they don't care. They go about their business. You know what I'm saying? So y'all ain't you're not wasting your time when you should be playing and practicing and getting ready for, you know, your next your next tournament. You go on the court, for stupid stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Get you a grown woman that's got her own thing going on at y'all 50-year-old age. So that way y'all don't work out. She gone, y'all gone, and it don't really matter because she got her own.
She got her own.
And usually I think in those cases, more so in those cases, especially if you with some dude and he feels like you've helped him along the way, like most dudes ain't that heartless to where they ain't gonna be like, here, they might even hook you up, be like, you know what? I know we ain't together. I'm gonna give you enough money for the next year. What I would normally do for you, so you can get them back on your feet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't
Mm-hmm.
wish you no harm. And they would do stuff in that matter just to be nice.
Mm-hmm.
So but some of these chicks they get with these dudes, wanting a big payday, and dudes gotta be smarter. They gotta be smarter, bro.
They do. You ain't lying. But I just want to know: has Tiger Woods ever had any black coochie?
He hasn't had any in public.
Like, I mean, and it's always think about it. It's always the white chicks that always trying to take him to the court, sue him, leave him. Like, I just want to know, like, he just don't never want to try it. He just, I don't know. He
I
gonna
think
learn.
I think if he get him some, bro, he probably would, you know, he might do a Russell Wilson.
Oh, you see what Russ did? Hell yeah, you saw what Russ did. Boy, Russ, hey,
Yeah.
hey, Russ is a case study, boy. Russ,
Yeah.
shit. Russ
he
got with
he
Sierra. He started going to black barbershops. Shit, Russ,
maybe that'll
man,
happen to Jonathan, bro. Maybe that'll happen to
maybe,
Jonathan Jonathan Majors. Now that he is, if it's
maybe,
true he's dating Megan, maybe we'll see him in more black spaces.
maybe.
Yeah.
Get it together, Tiger. Tiger, you live in Florida. You live in Jupiter, Florida, outside of whatever that is. Go get you a sister from down there and like not Tallahassee, but where's FAMU at? Go get you one of them sisters down there, man.
Get
All
you a
right,
little
Tiger.
thick, get you a little thick
Yeah,
slim. I think too
yes.
much thickness would be overwhelming,
No,
but
get
get
you a
you a
little
little thick
slim fit.
slim. Yeah,
Yeah,
like Megan Good, like Megan and Sierra, they're small frame, but they shapely. You know what I'm saying? So
that can cook.
you
Cook you
know,
some greens and
yeah,
some
cook you some
neck
greens
bones.
and some. He probably ain't even grew up on that stuff, bro. He wouldn't
That's
know
what
what
I'm
to do with that.
saying. But
Yeah,
that's why he need to get that in his life, man. Because
yeah.
right now he been having bad luck because with the route he been going, he
With the
been
snow,
striking out. Yeah,
with the snow
like
whites.
like Umar said, the snow bunny's been making him lose a lot of his money. You know what I'm saying? He need to change
Omar
up,
be
man.
like this, bro. He'll be like, Tiger, my boy, snow bunnies are not your friend. Okay, listen to me again. Snow bunnies are not your friend.
Your friend.
No, he had to repeat himself 3 times. You got to be
I
like,
love
snow
Umar,
bunnies
man.
are not your friend.
I love Dr. Umar. Dr. Umar, boy, he be on the brothers' heads, boy. He be on their heads
He
for
be
real.
cracking me up. He cracks me
Yeah,
up.
man.
Yeah,
All right,
he
look now.
hilarious.
The last topic. All right, the last topic. I want to say this for last because I purposely didn't talk about this on none of my social media platforms because the shit just pissed me off. Um, John Morant back in the news again. Um, I guess it happened over what Sunday night, Sunday morning, Sunday night, whatever it is. I woke up Sunday morning. It was this whole bunch of tweets and people talking about another IG live video. He in a vehicle with somebody. Whoever he's with was on their own Instagram page. Went live. They in the car having a good time, whatever. And all of a sudden, he pans his phone towards Ja. Ja wave a gun, and then his friend, you could tell his friend was like, "Oh shit," and then he like hurry up and move the phone away. But it was too late then. Everybody in the world saw. So again, again, ladies and gentlemen, again, John Morant, 23 years old, but he's still a man. He's still at the age of accountability. He has already been told once by the commissioner of a league that pays him a lot of money, close to 200 million, that he needs to change his lifestyle. He needs to change how he does things off the court. They already sat him down for 8 games. If you ask me, I believe it cost his Grizzlies their season, and we'll probably find out more about that years later. Um, he was suspended for 8 games. He got on national TV, did an interview with Jalen Rose, and said that he has a problem. He needs to change. He needs to work on himself. Now, this was back in what, March? Then, after that, before this latest video, there was another video of him in the club dancing, taking up a bottle of Casamigos to the head. I get it. Everybody's like, well, he ain't doing nothing. I said, okay, okay. Yeah, he ain't, it's always, we always want to always enable, you know, us when we doing wrong. We don't like to call each other out. But I said, okay, fine. If you don't understand why it looks bad, I can never explain it to you. So now this happens on Sunday with this video. And everybody's saying, well, he ain't break any rules. He didn't commit any crime, blah, blah, blah. It's the Second Amendment. He can own a gun. First of all, how the fuck do we really know if Ja has a gun license? Do we really know that? Do we really know that? Another thing is, that's beyond the point. The point is, he was just given a pass, a slap on the wrist for the same thing. And now it wasn't his Instagram account, it was somebody else's. Now he's doing the same thing. It doesn't matter about the laws of the country. It doesn't matter that he didn't hurt anybody. It doesn't matter that he can own a gun. He is a part of the NBA, which is a private entity that has moral clauses, that has contracts that state that from a CBA agreement that you do not do anything that is considered detrimental to the NBA or your team. It's not about what we deem as detrimental. It's not about what Keisha thinks is detrimental. It's about what the NBA and the Grizzlies think is detrimental to their team. Waving a gun, yeah, from us, whatever. But waving a gun, where we come from, when you wave a gun like that on video, what is that saying? That's letting everybody know, yeah, I got it. Run up if you want. Like let's just keep it a buck. John Morant, I'm not even mad at his friends anymore because his friends clearly, to me, don't give a fuck. But it's time for him to be like, you know what? I gotta cut them off because he's gonna lose money, Latisse. He's going to lose money if he doesn't figure this shit out. He's gonna lose money. And we as a people, as black people, we gotta stop enabling him and stop giving him the benefit of the doubt because he's young. At some point, our mamas, our grandmas, aunties always told us, if you know better, then you do better. If you choose not to do better, what happens? Consequences. And I don't know if you saw the commissioner on Tuesday night when he was talking to Malika Andrews. He literally looked like somebody's father that was disappointed in his son because his son said I wasn't going to do it anymore, and then he did it again, and now his son is, arrested or in jail or whatever, hurt. That's how disappointed he looked. And the commissioner said something that I need people to understand. He said Ja has 1 million followers. That matters to their bottom line. The NBA doesn't want the face of the league IG Live brandishing a gun. It's not the same as him taking pictures because he had a gun range. It's not the same as him taking pictures because he's going hunting. It's not the fucking same. And we need to stop trying to compare them. It's not the same. This dude is on the verge of losing it all if he doesn't change what he's doing. He's a $200 million person. I don't make $200 million. I can go on IG Live and wave a gun, but if it gets back to my company, they can fire me. I got a fucking what's the name card, but again, it's something called a morals contract. Everybody, we gotta stop comparing the regular Joe Smo, the plumber Joe, to these NBA guys. They have a lot more to lose than we do. When they sign $200 million contracts or making $40 million a year, you best believe they want you to adhere to certain ways of living off the court and on the court. But again, now we got this whole discussion between, well, he didn't hurt nobody, he didn't break any laws. A lot of shit people do don't break laws, but it's still something called morals. Cheating on your wife is not breaking the law, but it's a moral thing to it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, but
Right.
we gotta understand with John Morant, he has to really, really make a decision. Fuck his dad. His dad is like his homie. His mom put him in bad situations already. It's up to him. He gotta change. And if he don't change, it's gonna end up bad for him. You already heard what that Crip said. Hey, little homie, stop throwing up Crip, man. You're not about this life. If you keep doing it, somebody probably gonna come see you and ask you what you know about it. We know, do he really want to go there?
Right.
Keep it 100. Do he really want to do that? No. And if he really is worried about his life, he makes enough money to hire full time security 365 days of the year. So I don't want to hear all that shit about he afraid for his life. A lot of guys carry pistols on them tees, but they not waving that shit around every time they got a camera in their face.
Right.
So he gotta do better. He has to do better. That's the only way he gonna change is he gotta do better.
Yeah.
So that's just where I'm at with it.
Yeah. I think I think people we definitely as a whole have to stop making excuses for young people's bad decisions. I mean, I know there for some bad decisions there are stories behind it. But in this situation, Jai has had a string of mishaps in a short period of time. Um and he we have to keep in mind he is 23. He is growing through growing pains, obviously. But he's got to be smarter. Like you said,
Hmm.
he got to be smarter. Like it's absolutely not against the law in America to carry a gun, right? We are the gun capital of the world, right?
Yeah.
We are. You know what I'm saying? Like but John, he's not the face of gun violence. You know what I'm saying? He's not like, we know who the face of gun violence is in America. We don't even have to we you can look into your latest mass shooting, which is why they want to put the title for mass shooting on everything now so they can make
Hmm.
it seem like
Hmm.
it's not who it is. But don't I'm not gonna derail there. But he ain't the face of it. It's just dumb. It's just he's just being a silly 23-year-old, but he's not your normal 23-year-old. He's John Morant. Like the NBA, I think, you know, um they were trying to make him basically the next face of the league. You know, you
Yeah.
you can you can you can always tell when the NBA is trying to get ready for, LeBron is on his last legs. uh Steph is on his last legs, you know what I'm saying. They don't like Kyrie, you know what I'm saying. So they
Yeah.
got to keep the global face going on. They have to
Hmm.
keep another young person, exciting to be out there, to have endorsements, to be the new face. And so
Hmm.
as as an NBA, that's just something they don't want as their face, is you to be in your, in the car waving a gun. That's just reckless. It's reckless because so much of the gun culture in our country is from reckless people. It's not because of war. It's people shooting up schools, it's people shooting their friends, it's people shooting
Hmm.
up on the expressway. It's stupid stuff. And so like you said, you're not at the gun range, you know what I'm saying, shooting. You're in your car with the gun, preferably it's not loaded, you know what I'm saying.
Right.
But you putting
Right.
it to your head, that's just reckless. And kids, we see kids on doing that stuff now, like going on live playing with guns. And that one little boy who killed himself a
Hmm.
few months ago, playing with a gun in their house. He's waving it. The gun went off and he shot himself in the head.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that's what he just have to be, mindful that no, it's not your responsibility. You're not the face of guns, but you are one of the faces of the NBA, and with that comes responsibility. That's just simple as that. And if you serious about your bag, you know, shoot your gun all you want. It's not the gun ain't the problem. It's you being in the car flashing it for no reason. It's
Yep.
irresponsible.
Very irresponsible.
It's just irresponsible, and I just think that, it's not the image that the NBA wants. It's not the image that you're really that, bro. We don't want as a community, we got enough of that. You know what I'm saying? We don't need more of our kids. They see it in the music, they see it in the TV. We don't need them to
Hmm.
now our sports players, you know, now they on IG live putting guns to their heads. Like we don't
Yeah.
need any more of that, and so I wish he'd make better decisions. Like you said, you could say he has both of his parents all his life. So, but
Hmm.
his mom is the one who was calling him because she got into it with the Foot Locker boy. What? You know what I'm saying? Like
That's retarded.
clearly his parents are not, you know, I mean, he's a grown man, so he's responsible for his decisions. But I'm just saying, I don't know how much guidance they're giving him. And I don't know if that's fair to say because I don't know them people, but you know, he, and also too, it might be a real thing too, bro. If he is dealing with substance abuse, um, that does impair your decision making. If you're
It
because
does.
you're not in your right mind, and
Hmm.
so if he has developed a drinking problem over this past year, that could explain some of the bad decisions because when you are inebriated, you're not making good decisions. And so if he's
Nope.
drinking like that, um that could be a reason, you know what I'm saying? So
You
and if
do
that's
you
the
do
case,
dumb shit when you drunk.
he needs to go through some kind of detox so that he can
Hmm.
go through alcohol like alcohol anonymous, you know what I'm saying? But he
Hmm.
has to get it out of his system. So I don't know, it's sad because I think John Moran is phenomenal. And it's you don't want these kind of distractions, it's not necessary. you know he should be still playing right now.
He should be.
He should be
He
still
should be
playing.
still playing. And when he got suspended for those 8 games, I thought that was bullshit. Like, and he talking about he got the help he needed. He made that statement. Like, I didn't believe him. I didn't
I
believe
don't
him
think nobody
because
believed it, but he did, he did what the PR told him to do, you know?
yeah, but I just knew it because again, man, what's sad is that we seen this before. Like we seen this happen to people, man. When the downfall is because they can't lead their demons. They can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
They demons overcome them. Like seriously, if he got a drinking problem, which you know some people around the NBA think he does. We saw what that shit did to Steve Francis.
yeah,
It shortened his career, and Steve Francis talked about it on the Athletic. There was a whole article he did about how his life changed and what the alcohol did to him. And I don't want Ja be, to basically basically Ja can have the NBA. Like seriously, he can take over the NBA. These kids love him because he looks like them.
yeah,
All these shorties got the long dreads. All these shorties got that look. He can take it over. Remember when Iverson came to the league?
yeah.
All them shorties. You saw little white kids walk around with braids with the little
And do rag.
wristbands and do rag. But that's
Yeah,
how it is with Ja. Ja is that captivating with these shorties. They want to be like him. All these shorties do the gritty when they
yeah,
score and all that. They want to be like him.
yeah,
So that's why the commissioner was like, that's why he was disappointed. Because he knows. And see, what's going to happen is, and I know the NBA, because I talk to people, what's going to happen is he's going to be followed by private investigators the NBA hired. The NBA, NFL does it, NBA does it. When they got guys who doing shit that they feel like is a little sketchy, they have them follow. And then if something comes up, they have meetings with the commissioner, and the commissioner tell them, look, cut it out, or this is what's gonna happen. So I don't want him to get to that point
yeah,
where that's going on with him.
yeah,
And Nike already pulled his shoe, and that's the start of it. That's what I'm,
yeah,
that's the start of it.
yeah. And then it's once you start losing endorsements, and then you know if it gets to a point to where when the NBA done with you, they done with you. You know what I'm saying?
They
And
done with you.
the you can be up here, like you said, Steve Francis, and we can if we think about a lot of people that were up here, and then next thing you know, they forgot about.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's he got to make better decisions. He definitely got to make better decisions. Like it's not worth it. The people around him, I know they young too, but they young and dumb. He got to
real
get
dumb.
around. He got to, and I know it's NBA dudes that's telling him like, that's probably trying to tell him, direct him in the right manner, but he has to want it for himself. And until
Yep,
then, he gonna keep doing dumb stuff until he's ready to actually grow up. You know,
facts. And I hope he grows up, man. I really do, cause
I
I
want to,
like the
I want
dude.
to see him. Yeah, I want to see him. I want to see him. Be great. You know,
I do. I
and
like
it's
the
good
dude.
for kids that look up to him. Somebody that looks like them. You know.
Hmm. Cause
Yeah.
that's what it is. That's the bigger point is that it's shorties in the hood that look up to him because he
Yeah.
looks like them.
Yeah.
Like like I know like people outside our culture don't really understand what that means, but that's a real thing to
Yeah.
see to see somebody with tats, with dreads, you know what I mean, doing the gritty, listening to NBA YoungBoy. To them, that's like, oh man, I want to be like him.
Yeah.
That matters. That's the bigger picture. You know, Charles Barkley used to say, "I'm not a role model." He meant that. He meant that, but at the same, oh,
That's my cat.
Gigi, hi Gigi. We see you here, Gigi. Look, hey, ladies and gentlemen, Gigi had to make sure that Letice has passed her mark. Gigi needs some
Yes.
attention. She needs some
I guess
attention.
she said I was talking too long.
She like you too long, ma'am. You need to wrap
Yeah.
this up, ma'am.
She definitely jumped up here like,
Good
okay, it's
old
enough.
Gigi. Good old Gigi. Hey, but
Oh,
for real
sorry,
though,
y'all.
wrapping it up though, I want what's best for Ja, and I don't want to see him suspended for a year, but I do want to see him suspended because I think that he needs to have basketball taken away from him for a long time so he can realize what's important. Is
Yeah.
basketball really important? Because I always tell this even to my players. If you truly love basketball, then that means nothing will distract you from being with it. And I always tell my players that. So I hope he, I really do hope he get it together because I want to see him in the league for a long, very long time. But he gonna have to work on himself.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope he gets it together. I know he's young, but
Here
he's
come
young
my
with a lot of
cat.
money.
Here come
He's
my
young.
cat.
They there's like a time thing they got, bro. It's like, all
Look at
right,
her. Look at her. Look at her.
I gave you enough. That is
Here she
hilarious
comes.
that they both came at the same time.
Leave
I
my
guess
leave my thing alone, Buttons.
they said we talked too long today, bro. Oh boy. I think we lost you now. Well, I don't know what happened to Moses, y'all. Oh, there you
Yeah,
go. He back.
she just messing with everything on my desk, man.
Yeah, that's why I said. I guess they said we talked too long today, bro.
I guess so. She messed with everything.
Let us wrap it up then. So before they have a fit.
But yeah, hey, but for real, this was a good episode though. This is a real good episode. We had a lot to talk about, so I had to get my shit off. So I
Yeah,
couldn't wait. I couldn't wait. That's why I told you we got a pod tonight because I couldn't wait
yeah,
to get
we
this
got to
off.
get it out.
So,
Y'all will see this tomorrow.
but yeah, this definitely gonna drop tomorrow. So make sure everybody y'all like, share, subscribe. Make sure you follow the Instagram page, Side Pod. We on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Please leave a comment on YouTube. Subscribe to the YouTube page. Episode number 73. Tease, you got anything you want to
Nah, nah,
say?
episode 73. uh Again, we'll be back in the studio next week, but until then, thank you all as always for your support. And we'll be back next week with some more good stuff.
Next week, hey, we'll be in the studio next week, everybody. So
Yeah.
see y'all then.
Peace.